Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am making recipes from old recipe tins that were found in estate sales. So I have no idea whose grandma's recipes they are. Some of them are going to be good, and some of them are going to be questionable. And that's okay. It's just about the experience. Today, we are making something I am so excited for. If you can tell by my festive sweater, we're making a holiday recipe today. Nutty pumpkin nog pie. I never thought about putting eggnog in my pie. Why haven't we always been doing that? Here it is. It is typed on a typewriter. This is what I found in the recipe tin, and I saw it and I immediately was like, this is gonna be great. It looks delicious. What am I gonna tell you about today's recipe before we start? Let me tell you this little fact. If you are looking through your old recipes, you say, Grandma, what is oleo? Oleo was essentially margarine, and that's what they call it, oleo. It's butter. What else can I tell you? I take any chance I can get to do gluten-free, and this is actually pretty easy to change to gluten-free because there's really not any flour in it. It uses graham crackers, but graham crackers are easy to find gluten-free. So if you have gluten intolerance or you just like to stay away from it, this is easy to change so that you can have it. So you guys, let's make some nutty pumpkin nog pie, just like Grandma used to make.
So the first thing on our list is 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs. Now, I have a food processor, but you can definitely put graham crackers inside a plastic bag and smash them until they become crumbs. Next, the recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of any kind of nut, but I personally think pecans taste delicious in pies, and this is for a graham cracker crust, so it'll be great. Next, you're gonna add 3 tablespoons of sugar, which seems like not a lot, but you don't want your crust to be super sweet because the inside will be. And then give that a mix. After you get everything incorporated, you're gonna add 6 tablespoons of butter, or oleo if you're fancy. While your oven preheats to 375, you're gonna push your crust into a 9-inch pie pan. I found out the hard way that there was actually too much butter in this, and it made everything melt down on the sides. So I ended up adding another 1/2 cup of graham cracker crumbs, and it came out perfect. I put it in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. Now for the filling. 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, a dash of nutmeg, and 1 packet of unflavored gelatin. I accidentally got vegan Jell-O. I don't know how I did that, but it worked out just fine. Give it a stir, add 1 can of pumpkin, and then 1 cup of eggnog, the star of the dish, in my opinion. 3 egg yolks that are lightly beaten. And then you're gonna mix all of that together, and you're gonna put it on the stove on medium heat. And Grandma says that you want it just to thicken slightly, so I only had mine on there for 5 minutes. Next, you want to take it off the heat, put it in a separate bowl, and put it in the fridge for 25 minutes to partially set. Next, the recipe calls for 3 egg whites, but they have to be pasteurized because this will not be baked. 2 tablespoons equals 1 egg white, so 6 total. So the goal here is to whip these egg whites until they become soft peaks, but here's the problem. I had a bowl where the bottom was way too flat, so I had to switch over to a bowl that was deeper. If you've never whipped egg whites before, it takes a long time, so do be patient. I got a better bowl here that's deeper, and I got 2 whisks instead of 1. And now we've got soft peaks. That means that they fall right back. And then we add a 1/4 cup of sugar until we get stiff peaks. Just like this. Look at those, beautiful. Now we are going to fold the egg whites into our pumpkin mixture, and our pumpkin mixture is currently partially set at this point. Make sure you're actually folding and not mixing so you don't lose the air we just whipped into our egg whites. The last step is to pour everything into your pie crust, lightly pat everything down, cover it, and refrigerate it for 4 hours.
You guys, the pie has been setting for... It's supposed to set for 4 hours, but I had it set for longer because I went and did stuff with my life. Look at this. Look at that. See how it's set? Like it's not shaking, it's not jiggling. It's so beautiful. I feel like this is going to taste so good. I'm going to try it.
This next part was slightly chaotic because I didn't have the right tool to pull out pie slices, so that's my fault, not the pie's fault.
well, I obviously need to get something better to pull out pie slices. Let's give it a taste, you guys. I'm so excited for this. That is so good. That's so good. It's so fluffy. It's not like a, yes, this is making it to the front of my recipe tin. It's like a, you need to try this at home. The only adjustment I would make is to add that extra half cup of graham cracker crumbs, because otherwise the butter, it was just too much butter and it wouldn't keep its shape. So make sure your crumbs are big enough and make sure you're adding that extra crumb. The pecans were great. If you're trying to figure out what nut to put in there, pecans. If you try this, let me know how you like it. Please comment below. Tell me what adjustments you made or if grandma just knocked it out of the park. Thank you for watching once more. If you liked this video, if you want to see me make some sort of something specific, let me know. I'm sure I have a recipe for it. If you want me to do a jello mold, if you want me to do some weird candied fruit salad, let me know. Tell me what you want. Thank you again, and have a wonderful holiday. I'll see you guys next time.